Our presentation is going to be on Ricky Martin. My name is Itzo Avila.
My name is Evelyn Luna. Who is Ricky Martin? Ricky Martin was born in Puerto Rico on December 24th, 1971. He is a global musical sensation and has been in the industry since he joined the boy band Menudo at the age of 12. He is well known and loved in the Hispanic community, with Livin' La Vida Loca being one of his most famous songs. Most importantly, he is loved for the positive changes he inflicts within the Latino population's view of the LGBTQ community.
Ricky Martin is a big part of the Latino music community as he has been in the public eye from the age of 12. He has worked hard to get to the point where he is now in both his career as well as who he is.
His famous track, She Bangs. Ricky Martin's famous song, She Bangs, was released on November 14, 2000. Because of the very sexual nature of the song, and more specifically the music video, it was banned in many Latin American countries. The lyrics themselves aren't that bad, however, the music video seems to be more problematic. The ratio of men and women is a main factor that stood out. There are more men than women, and their purpose is to sexually entertain the men. The way the video was directed paints across the picture of the normalization of objectifying women. They were dressed in revealing clothing, and their main focus is to satisfy the man. This is a theme that is common in many older Hispanic songs. This poses a problem as it reaffirms the common belief within the community that women should attend to men's needs. Moreover, the lack of representation of homosexual couples in the music video also reiterates the belief that a heterosexual couple is the norm. It's worth to state that sexual songs are not bad. In fact, they can be used to create positive changes, such as George Michael's song Outside, released in 1998. Within his music video, he included more than just heterosexual couples. It created the normalization of homosexuality, and the need for sex is within human nature regardless of sexual orientation. Ricky Martin, being gay, could have also done a similar concept as George Michael's. However, the decision not to illustrates the lack of progress within the Latino community.
When it comes to listening to his new music, like Lo Mejor de Mi Vida Eres Tú, The Best Thing About Me Is You, you can hear the difference between now and then. Now it is more authentic. He is finally being able to be himself. He covers different topics throughout his music now as he shares himself and who he is as he gained a new audience that is more accepting of who he is, as well as an audience that has like-minded ideas. Lo mejor de mi vida eres tú is a song where he talks about the change that has happened to him. He talks about who he is and how his life has changed from music like She Bangs to now. He talks about taking risks and not waiting until the moment is right, but instead making the moment right. There is a sense of acceptance within his song. He is happy to be himself. He's finally to accept himself. He's happy that he was able to take the risk to come out to the world. This song is a lot more mellow compared to his previous song, She Bangs. He is being himself and putting music out that he feels represents who he is. He is also allowing the queer community a platform as he expresses himself and the acceptance that comes from within himself. For a long time, Ricky Martin was always being questioned about his sexuality as to whether or not he was gay or not, making himself question and rethink who he was. This was nothing new to him, as an example of this was in the early 2000s interview with Barbara Walters. He was asked, "You could stop these rumors. You could say yes, I'm gay, or no, I am not." In this case, he was being pressured to come out and say something about who he was. It took a long time and a lot of courage for Ricky Martin to come out and tell the world who he was. But when he was finally comfortable within himself, he was able to use his own website to come out as he posted saying Every word that I write in this letter is born out of love, acceptance, detachment, and real contentment. Writing this is a solid step towards my inner peace and vital part of my evolution. I am proud to say that I am a fortunate homosexual man. I am very blessed to be who I am. Coming out on his own terms was one of the best things he could have done, as he was finally content with himself. By coming out, Ricky Martin did a lot for the Latino community since machismo is a big part of the community, as it emphasizes gender norms. He has constantly fought against these gender norms that have been placed for generations, and by simply coming out, he is fighting them. By coming out, he was able to change a viewpoint on this as he fights for the equality of the queer community. He is constantly sharing his struggles and the homophobia that he went through, not just from other people, but as well as from himself. He's he is creating a safe space within the queer population within the Latino community.
Despite his efforts and support, many still contemplate whether he should be considered a gay icon. Ricky Martin has had a rough past regarding homosexuality in his upbringing. In an interview, he admitted to bullying openly gay men, which is damaging to people who are afraid to come out. Homophobia can be extremely hurtful and there's no excuse for it. Martin stated in an interview, "I used to look at gay men and think, I'm not like that. I don't want to be like that. That's not me." In addition to the argument, many believe that because he is still sexually attracted to women, he doesn't deserve to be viewed as an icon for gay men and the Hispanic community. In an article, it was stated, he said he wouldn't be interested in an ongoing relationship with a woman, though. Men are my thing, he explained. Nevertheless, he should still be viewed as a positive light within the Hispanic community. Growing up in a Hispanic culture does not leave much room for progressive mindsets. Gender roles are extremely important within the culture. A man is supposed to prove his masculinity through intense labor, violence, and being the head of the household. Women, on the other hand, are viewed as their property. They are expected to clean and cook for them. They are expected not to have an attitude and stay quiet. These rigid gender roles take a toll on the progression of the Hispanic community, as it makes others feel as though they should oblige to roles in fear of looking deviant. Additionally, religion is heavily practiced and is important to honor within the household. Religion, though not all the time, plays a negative role in the lack of acceptance of homosexual couples because of the beliefs. Moreover, the lack of protection also made it difficult for people in the queer community to speak up. In Puerto Rico, the law protecting the LGBT communities from discrimination passed in 2013, which isn't too long ago. Although many laws have been passed to protect the community, Puerto Rico has yet to legally recognize non-binary gender to this day. All this to emphasize that there is a lot of progress needed to be done in order for the community to truly feel safe and to express themselves. As mentioned before, Ricky Martin was pressured by the media to state his sexuality. However, we have learned this semester that labels can be unnecessary and be more negative than positive. Although Ricky Martin has stated he is sexually attracted to women, it doesn't make him less gay. He should be able to express himself without having to stick to one label. In more recent years, he admitted to not liking sexual labels. This could be more impactful as he normalizes the fact that it's okay to not know who you are attracted to. People who are confused and still figuring it out can look up to Ricky Martin and realize there's no need to stick to one label and act the stereotype that strings alongside them. Ricky Martin, through his transparency, has the power to change the way the Latino community approaches these themes, which is why he is a Hispanic gay icon.
Leaving it off with one of Ricky Martin's most popular quotes, as he told People's Magazine, "There are many, many kids out there that don't have someone to look up to. All they have around them is people telling them what you're feeling is evil, but you can't force someone to come out. If you have an egg and you open it from the outside, only death comes out. But if the egg opens opens up from the inside, life comes out.